Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Coming up in this episode, Huddersfield Giants announce international signing. Rohan Smith gives an update for the grand final team next week. And Marata Niukore can play for New Zealand in the Rugby League World Cup. So we start today with news that broke before the semi-final of the playoffs game between Saints and Salford, as their former coach Ian Watson was part of the Sky Sports broadcasting team, and Huddersfield Giants have secured the signing of New Zealand international goal-kicking centre Esan Marsters on a 2-year deal. The 26-year-old powerhouse moved to Australia from Auckland and signed for the Sydney Roosters Academy. A move to West Tigers was to come, and Marsters made his debut in the NRL in 2017 and has made 61 appearances for the Western Sydney club over 3 years in the same team as current Giant Chris McQueen. Marsters was described as a revelation at right centre and was the top point scorer for the Tigers in 2018, before he joined the North Queensland Cowboys in 2020. A spell for the Gold Coast Titans came in 2021 before getting the call from Ian Watson to come into the club. On the club's website it says, from a statement from Ian Watson, Esan is an amazing attacking threat with the ball in hand, but is a player who's willing to do the tough things for his team in defence, so will be a huge addition to our squad in 2023. He's a player I've watched and admired from afar for a number of years now, most memorably watching him tear it up for West Tigers and New Zealand against England in 2018 and 19. He's a player who is equally at home on both sides of the field and has the ability to play in a few positions. In the same article, Esan said, I spoke to Ian Watson, we have a good conversation. He touched on a few details that were really important to me, speaking about my footy career and how I've been playing in the NRL. It was more so the conversation I had with him, and plus Kevin Nagama. Some of the boys I was with at the Tigers are in the Huddersfield team, so it made it easier for me. I'm a ball runner, a ball attacker. I've been really working hard on my defence here in the NRL, and it's an area that me and Watto spoke about when we had our original conversation. He spoke about the way he wants to defend and how I fit into that. You know, I've been moving around a bit into different systems, so now hopefully this will be the system that I can fit into. It's massive for me coming over and experiencing what England is like, doing some travelling, but also it's a great opportunity to concentrate and enjoy my footy in Super League. You know, it's a really tough league. I've been watching a few games and hopefully I can help out wherever I can in the team and build on those last few weeks and months when I come to Huddersfield. Marsters has played 85 NRL games, scoring 22 tries and kicked 96 goals during all of those kicks coming as a West Tigers kicker. He has been involved in the Cook Islands international side as well as New Zealand, 3 times playing for the Cook Islands and 6 times for New Zealand, scoring 1 try and 3 tries apiece, while kicking 5 goals for the New Zealand side. But that was back in 2019, and it looks like that he'll be involved in the Cook Islands they've set up for the World Cup. So it looks like Huddersfield centre pairing is locked out with Kevin Nagama and Esan Marsters coming into the club. What that means about Jake Wardo, we'll have to see. and I think he'll go to Warrington. And also, Ricky Lilitelli, what will he do next? I think he'll leave the club, and I also think that he might be at Catalans next year, but that's just speculation. Tell me what your thoughts are on these signings, Huddersfield fans, and we'll go from there. So in a huge blow for Leeds Rhinos, their coach Rohan Smith has put to bed rumours regarding halfback Sezer's availability for Saturday's Betfred Super League Grand Final. Sezer left the field early during the Leeds semi-final victory over Warrington Wolves after former Canberra Raiders teammate John Bateman was sent off for a late challenge. And over the past 48 hours, rumours have been circulating about whether Sezer would be cleared to play against the current champions St Helens. However, Smith has now confirmed he will be without the playmaker at Old Trafford on Saturday, and also provided an in-depth injury update as he tries to end the three-peat champions domination. I haven't gone into the details with the doctor about Aiden too much, said Smith. He's not available for the final, and that's down to the symptoms. It's a shame, but he won't be able to play. Everyone else who can be is available for selection. Aiden is shattered by the news. He felt good post-game without any symptoms, so that's a positive, but yeah, he's disappointed to be missing out. But such is the protocol for player welfare. Ashanley has done some running, but he's unlikely to. Morgan Gannon won't be selected as well. He has not undergone all the protocols, and he's such a young player coming off a significant injury. We made the decision as a club not to rush him back, and it's his second head knock of the year. We're playing the long game with Morgan, and he's only 18. It will be difficult to leave anyone out. We have around 21 players fit, but whoever makes way on Saturday will understand. The Leeds boss was also quick to praise second row Reece Martin, who is available once again after serving a controversial 2-match ban that he picked up during the win against Castleford Tigers. As Smith explained how the experienced Papua New Guinea star has still played a key role in recent weeks. Reece is the happiest bloke in the side at the moment. It was tough to see him miss 2 games, but he helps us get through it and took the ban in his stride. He was great with the players and the staff and was very much part of the team. He was unloading the bus and helping with the warm-up, and he was great with the lads who played. Smith finished his interview by reacting to the news that Harry Newman has recently been ruled out of the Grand Final and subsequently this year's World Cup. But the Leeds coach believes it now gives Newman and the club a bigger chance to sort out this injury once and for all and be bigger and better in 2023. Harry has had a frustrating year. He has taken the news pretty well, and now the latest injury gives us 4 or 5 months and gives us a chance to look into it in detail. I don't know the turnaround time, but we don't play another league game until February, so we've got a lot of time. He will have a full pre-season, whether that means he starts the season or not. I'm a massive believer that a well-tuned athlete don't need to be flogged in pre-season to have a good year. And finally, Marata Niukore has been given a special exemption to play for the Kiwis at next month's Rugby League World Cup. Under International Rugby League rules, the Warriors bound forward wouldn't be allowed to play in the tournament. The reason is that he played for the Cook Islands in a World Cup qualifying test against USA in 2019. Earlier this year, he played for the Kiwis against Tonga at Mount Smart Stadium. Under the rules, Niukore shouldn't be able to play for either the Cook Islands or New Zealand at the tournament. Rule 10 of the International Rugby League's eligibility rules for International Rugby League states a player can move between a Tier 1 and a Tier 2 nation freely, but this must not happen during a tournament, including qualifying for a tournament. So the rule blocks Niukore from playing for the Kiwis at the Rugby League World Cup. Then he gets hit by Rule 3, which says a player who has been elected to represent a nation cannot then elect to represent another nation in the same calendar year. This rule stops Niukore switching back to representing the Cook Islands at the World Cup. Kiwis coach Michael Maguire explained the predicament Niukore found himself in and how they were able to find a solution. He played in a qualifying game 3 years ago for the Cook Islands, and there's a rule that if you played in a qualifying game, you couldn't then play for another country at a World Cup, Maguire said. Marata had no idea of the rule at the time. He had the opportunity to play for the Cook Islands, probably wasn't as established as he is now as a first grader, and he went and played. Fast forward to this year's mid-year test, Marata had the knowledge that if he played in that test, there was every chance he wouldn't play in the World Cup. But we were very fortunate that the committee for the World Cup looked at the situation, looked at the human side of things, and allowed him now to qualify to be able to play for New Zealand. Looking at this, it looks like New Zealand got a special preferential treatment for a player who played for Cook Islands, went, oh, I didn't know the rule, I want to play for New Zealand now though. And that the International Rugby League went, not a problem. It shouldn't be that sort of situation. If you play for the Cook Islands during an international campaign, you cannot play for New Zealand during the campaign at a World Cup. If you knew when the international friendly, the mid-year friendly went on, the test, why did you play in that test? Didn't you want to play for couldn't you play for Cook Islands during the World Cup and then the year after play for New Zealand? No, he just wants to play in New Zealand, so he's got a chance to more of a chance of winning a World Cup. The rule's there for a reason, and they should have stuck with it. Anyway, the 26-year-old Niukore was born in Auckland, and it had always been his dream to play for the Kiwis. He's had a sensational year for the Eels, playing in Friday night's semi-final against the Raiders, but from next season, he will be at the Warriors. While it appears cut and dried that Niukore shouldn't have been able to play for the nation at the Rugby League World Cup, New Zealand Rugby League made the point that there were an unusual set of circumstances which led to the situation, including the World Cup being put back a year because of COVID. Marata has always wanted to play for the Kiwis and showed that by playing in the mid-year test, knowing that this could been a restriction on him playing at the World Cup. But the International Committee looked at it and felt there was enough for them to say he was able to play for New Zealand. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way real soon. Tell me what your thoughts are of this conversation, this episode in the comment section below. It's open to you guys right now. I want you to particularly comment on the Niukore situation. Do you think that he should miss out on the World Cup due to the representation rules? Or do you fall down on the side of New Zealand where they're saying, yes, he should be allowed? As I've said my piece in the piece, but please I would like to hear your feedback. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode again like normal, so wishing you all the best. So please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.